The first success is that there actually is an international legal framework, that there are now numerous instruments, declarations, resolutions, a mass of both treaty obligations and what we call soft law type obligations, supported by jurisprudence from the international regional courts, the Inter-American Court, the European Court, from the CEDAW Committee, reports from special rapporteurs, there's a mass of stuff out there.
Good evening, my name's Chinkin and I'm here to talk about women's human rights. So often issues relating to women's human rights just get lost, and in general discussions about human rights the focus is on, particularly today, issues say of counter-terrorism, issues of arbitrary execution, issues of freedom of expression. All are extremely important issues, but they all have a particular aspect with respect to women, and very often that just gets completely lost or ignored. There's an assumption that if you just assume that human rights are for everyone, that will automatically include women, but it leaves out the way in which women experience violations of their rights differently from men, the ways in which the laws and practices have to be rethought, reformulated to ensure that women receive real equality, not just formal equality.
So this is what we call either direct discrimination or indirect discrimination. Purpose is laws, practices, policies that explicitly make a distinction between women and men.
So we are looking at the different successes and challenges that the question of women and also the question of gender identity are facing in today's international human rights framework. So I will myself speak a bit about how, using politicized mechanisms, it has been possible to make a breakthrough in terms of LGBTI rights and sexual orientation and gender identity rights.
Since the 1980s, more or less, there's been a tendency to try to fit their claims within the human rights agenda, even though their claims are not only about human rights. Okay? Some claims are much broader than human rights and require structural changes, require many policies that are not exactly about human rights and definitely are not exactly only about being able to bring a complaint to a UN Human Rights Committee.
It is very important that we have the opportunity here to analyze and to raise awareness of topics that have been many times taboos at every international level, but also at national level, and still are taboo at national level in many, many countries, and to raise awareness not only about the seriousness of the issue and how many people can suffer discrimination. I mean, women, half of the world population, is still not reaching equality, but also I hope that at the end of the session we have managed also to raise awareness on the different tools that people can use from their own profession in a very current and easy way to influence the political agendas of their governments at local, regional and international level.
I would like people to take away from this lecture the aspiration or the vision of a world of real equality of choice, where women have the same possibilities open to them as men do, and the desire to go and take steps to try and make that happen.